guys, my name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic, and that is what we are going to do right now. Because we are going to make a playable console in Minecraft. That is right, we are going to make a zombie game in the real world of Minecraft. Of course I am going to use some redstone, but besides of that I will try to make everything original, so let's get into it, shall we? So that is nice. But he hunted some sheeps because why have abs when you can have kebabs? But the kebab did not fill his stomach enough because it was just some sheep. But Jeff was not happy because Jeff did not like the kebabs and it made him sad. There was also no McDonald's because it was Minecraft, and his roommate Steve did not cook very well. Steve did not have a clue that a spider was living there, because who in the right mind would suspect that? But the spider found out that if he hunted at night he could eat some zombies and other mobs, and he thought that was pretty rad because he liked to kill bad guys. He was really happy because he made the world a better place, and not many people like to make the world a better place, and those people are only busy with bettering their own life because that is what is important to them. But now those people still don't have anything, and Jeff did, so Jeff was happy because he at least tried to better the world. But Jeff did not yet fulfill his duty to fill his belly, and because of that he was still sad. But Steve was also sad, so they were both sad because they both did not have a good love life, because they did not have a love, neither of them, so they were sad like I already said 100 times. But Jeff was still in the walls, and Jeff did not love his life, so he decided to love someone else. But Steve was hungry as well, and Steve did not have an oven, the poor sod. So one day Jeff decided to confront Steve because they were both hungry, but Steve had meat and Jeff did not have meat. But Jeff knew how to cook, and he even had a little OPVEN in his spiderwood fort. But yeah, Steve had meat and Jeff an oven, so Jeff convinced Steve to let him cook the meat. Well, TSTVE was pretty impressed because I don't think anyone has ever seen a spider cook. But it was actually a really delicious meal, and I say that pretty funny. Delicious. Hiya, I knew that I would say it like that. Man, now I am getting hungry, and I am hungry just like Steve. Maybe I have a spider in a wall, I do not know, but it would be really cool, and I would call that spider Jeff as well, and he would be my personal cook because spiders cook delicious meals as Jeff did. But yeah, Steve had some pig meat in his possession, and Jeff made a nice meal, and Jeff cooked it good, and Steve was finally happy, and Jeff was having a good time as well. Even though they were human and spider, they had some tea as well, and they were having such a good time that they danced with each other. But I did not yet tell you how Jeff cooked with his special method, did I? No, because I was not yet done with my story, and I already started talking about something else because I get distracted pretty quickly. But anyways, fudge that entire story. What do you all think about this masterpiece with all of this lava? And the thing is that I am not done placing lava for a long time, because this is like the spider webs, the liquid lava I mean by the spider webs. And these lava blocks are just for nice reasons, and that we have maximum level of security. This is like a prison because this level of security is only found in prisons. But prisons have barbed wire because prisons like barbed wire so much. But what I am curious about is why don't they just use lava, man? Like it is 2017, like just use lava, man. Because convicts cannot escape through lava because that would literally burn them, because it is lava, and lava is pretty darn overpowered. But let's keep on expanding with this lava because lava is, yes, it is really overpowered. If you use your mind, you don't even need to make walls, because if you make an island high up in the sky and you let lava fall down and water as well, it will make a cobblestone wall, and then you don't have to spend money on the people that build walls. Was nice. Out here it is kind of cold and I don't know what to do, but it really feels like I am dreaming. Like this is unreal. Look at the shadows as well. They look mad good. The caves are just kind of normal, but they could make everything realistic. Well, they could, but they didn't. But the water compensates for that, and the water is really good, so I don't think that any other biome would look better than like the water. But talking about dreaming, I had this crazy dream yesterday, and I am not sure if it was actually yesterday, but I had this crazy dream where I was just at my house, yeah, and like this huge bird came to my house and I kind of befriended it, and that was all nice and stuff. And it was like cool because the people that I lived with were cool with me having a bird as a friend that would basically just live with me in the group, and we were having some good times and stuff. But then one day this guy came over, which I didn't really like, but my friends liked that guy, and then all of a sudden this bird that I befriended that I didn't even give a name, wait, hold up, let's call him something along the lines of like Harold or something. Yeah, from now on it is Harold the bird. and he was a darn cool bird. But anyways, wait, hold up, I have to mention how good the lighting from a torch looks, and when you swing your sword, the thing that comes after the sword, that looks really nice. Wait, where was I with my bird story? I am not even sure anymore. Wait, yeah, what am I talking about? Well, anyways, you might have forgotten where we were. Let me continue. So, this guy came over which my friend liked, but I didn't really like him, and my friend knew that I didn't like him. I wasn't like rude to him ever in my life, but I think he did have that feeling that I didn't really like him. And all of a sudden we were sitting in my yard and we were having a good time, and like after an hour I started to get pretty angry thanks to that guy, but I kept my anger in me and I just basically did as if everything was normal. But then when he said something, I can't even remember what, but he said something that was like super cringe, and I already didn't like him, so it was just something that I wanted to punch him for. But luckily, I didn't have to, because all of a sudden my bird named Harold came out of the chimney where he lived, and he just took off right to that guy his face and just lifted him up with his strong Harold paws. If the feet from a bird are called paws, or are those considered claws? I don't know, but I think those are claws, so let's just keep it at claws. But anyways, he lifted the guy up, which I didn't like, and he presumably didn't like him either, so he just lifted him up and he flew away. I didn't see Harold for 2 entire days, and I don't know where that guy went. Maybe he took him to Mexico or something like overseas, and then he just kind of dropped the guy there, and he was now officially a Mexican, and it would become really hard for him to become a United States citizen or something like that. I don't really know what he would do afterwards. But the weird part of that all was like, well, that was pretty weird as well. I will also use bedrock so they will not be able to destroy the roof, so I'm thinking. And so the ways of them escaping is getting lower and lower. So maybe now you are getting an idea of this villa. Well, villa, maybe not a really villa but a prison, ha. Did you people really think I was gonna make a villa for mobs that will probably destroy something of me later when they are big, or try to kill me with their bow and arrow or own hands? Ha, funny, yes. No way I am making a villa, I am making a prison after everything they did to us. No, that won't work. But don't tell Chip, because he thinks I am making a villa for them. I will tell him later on when he is in a nice mood. That will make it more easy for me. I don't think he would have a really big problem with it, but maybe a small shock, because we were pretty proud with the idea of doing something good for the mobs. But I just can't, guys. I really tried to convince myself into the idea of making something for them and see how it works, but I am sure this won't change anything. So the prison is almost done. We just need to adjust some small details and then we are done. I'm thinking of making a separate part for baby mobs and a separate part for adult mobs, what you can see as big mobs. Yes, I think that is a smart idea. I hope nothing will go wrong, because otherwise everything we just made will be for nothing, and that would be pretty disappointing. Well, not disappointing, but I don't know what else I can make up here. Maybe a swimming pool where I could come to chill, but I already have a couple of those, so what would be so special about this one? Nothing. I guess maybe an idea will blink in later on, but for now we will just continue with this plan because it is a good plan and we like good plans. We love good plans, ha. I feel so evil at this moment. I feel evil and savage both at the same time. This is gonna be a payback for all the things they did to me, and it is gonna be a payback that will compensate for every building that they destroyed, but that is alright now. So I think it is getting time to spawn all the mobs in here so we can see how it will work out. Don't really know what mobs I should spawn in and which one not. I will just spawn some random and see how it goes. Maybe they will destroy everything, but I think that should be alright. I think Chip is ready for them, so everything is ready. I think it was bad idea to spawn in a baby wither. Those are really strong, and look, he is already destroying some parts. No, this isn't how I was hoping it would go. Every mob can escape. Now I am gonna need to kill the wither so it won't destroy everything we made, otherwise the whole plan would be for nothing. Are we able to kill this mob as soon as possible, because this is getting out of hand? Where is Chip? Why isn't he helping me? I think he left for the night. He told me something that he had to be somewhere in the night, so maybe he will come back later. Oh yes, I think I can remember. He told me he would come back when we were gone make the house next to the lake. Well, house, I don't know if we could call it a house, but we will see how it unfolds. And I am not sure how big I will make that house. Not as big as this one, that is for sure. I will tell you of my vacation house. It is also near a lake, but guys, this house is so big, like I am not even joking. This house has more more than 100 bedrooms, and then we only talking about bedrooms is has so much things in it, like a own garage and a huge movie room where there is this big flat screen TV. It is just awesome to be there. It even has a helicopter landing place on top of it, so I could go there with a chopper because it is kind of far away with the foot or car. I should really show you guys that house once, but don't worry, it will happen soon I hope, because there is this one part at the house, I call it the west wing, where I don't like some rooms and how everything is placed, so I am gonna need to change that. But as you can see, we are always busy. Every day we got something to do, and if a day comes out a little bit different where I have some free time, well, I probably got to chip and see what he is up to so I can help him in whatever he is doing, because he helps me so much. I need to help him as well, but that is what friends are for, so I don't really mind. Yes, my friends, my life is all busy. I got a lot to do. A lot of friends ask my help and I always try to be there for them in whatever case it is. So everything is almost restored. Darn guys, that was one big fight we had there. Thanks to my fast thinking, we could kill it as fast as we could. We really needed Chip there. You know why? Chip is really good with the bow and arrow. He has a really nice shot, and that thing was flying everywhere. He just could shoot it out of the air if he wanted, but he was not here. But that is not a problem because I can fly as well, so we had a nice air battle. Not everything is going as we planned, but sometimes you just need to improvise along the way. I think if you are good at improvising, then you will manage a lot of things way more easier. I think my skills of improvising is pretty good. I managed to handle every situation pretty well. So that said, let's get the situation as example. How I handled it: had to think fast because I was solo, but we took out the target and repaired everything as fast as possible, so that is good. I was lucky Chip wasn't here because I don't know when he is around and we start fight monsters and mobs. I kind of get nervous because I try to stay at his level, but sometimes he is just so good with killing. I know I can compare someone fight with a sword to someone that is battling with a bow and arrow, but sometimes I just get this feeling. But maybe that is better because of it gives me more energy to grow in my fighting skills and keep evolving myself in someone strong and smarter in the art of fighting. Talking about the art of fighting, I once went to a faraway temple to learn the best way to fight. So I went like this. I had a conversation with a friend of me that was really strong and was a great warrior. I asked him how he had become this strong and such a good warrior. He told me about this temple far, far away where monks train people to be the best warriors in the world. So what I did is I went to the same temple to learn this art of fighting from then, and it was one of the most hardest things I did in my life. Not everyone made it till the end. We started with a group of 100 men, and in the end there were only 10 left. It was so hard we couldn't get any sleep. Of the hard training that we did, we had to run for a long distance every morning and bring a flower where we had to take care for until the end of the training. We trained the whole day fighting each other, and we learned how to use a sword the most efficient way there is. They don't call it a sword, they call it a longer piece of your arm that can be used as a weapon to kill something or defend yourself. So that said, I think it is getting time to end this project with all the mobs in it and move on to the next house near the lake. So next house, new ideas. Then shall we begin? Let me think how we are gonna build this house. I kind of have an idea but don't know. It said I think this is the last testing we are doing because we don't have too much time anymore. I hope you guys believe in this plan we have, because if this doesn't work we are gonna need to execute the ASAN plan where we gonna need to move every Minecraft player to another planet, but that is just a backup plan. It is always good to have a backup plan, so if things go southways you can always have a backup. Never depend on one thing, because if that fails you automatically fail as well, and that isn't good. Like for example the situation that is going on right now with us and the mobs. We are not depending on only one plan. No, we have this our main plan, then we have our backup plan that we can count on. After that backup plan we also have a smaller backup plans that will give us more time to think of bigger plans. See how we coordinated everything into smaller things. Just take that as an example and continue with that in mind. Always have backups. But the said guys, I think it is time to slowly start ending this video because the testings are almost complete. We still need to test some weapons, but that shouldn't be a problem because we will see those mobs every night and then I will use them. I will try to tell you guys which weapon is the best, so that will be my main weapon when the attacks start. So how is everything planned? Yes, everything is planned as it should be. Oh guys, did someone see Chip? He was here in the beginning of the video but I don't know where he is now. A bit strange, don't you think? Well, I will try to contact him when this video is over so he can see the results of the testing, and as you can see that is pretty nice. However, I would have been better if Chip could have seen this with his own eyes.